Hey, quick question for you. How do you figure out what's real, what's worth following, in a world where everyone's got an opinion and your phone never stops buzzing? If you're like me, you probably scroll through TikTok or Insta and get hit with all kinds of advice. Do this, don't do that, be yourself, fit in. Honestly, it's exhausting. But what if I told you there's one guide that cuts through all the noise? That's what I want to talk about, how to actually be led by the Spirit of God. First thing, it's all about the written word, not just any words, but the Word, the Bible. See, before you can know what God's saying in those quiet, personal moments, you gotta know what He's already said, loud and clear in His Word. Let's make this real simple. In John 1 it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." That's not just some abstract idea. The Word is a person, Jesus. He's not just a messenger, He is the message. Think of it like this, your favorite playlist. It's got a vibe, a theme. It tells a story. Now imagine if every track, every lyric, every beat was pointing you to one truth, one person. That's the Bible. All those old stories and prophecies, they're about Jesus, about His love, His sacrifice, His grace. But here's the thing. Sometimes people get mixed up about God because of stuff they read in the Old Testament. Like, is God angry or loving? Does He punish or forgive? Jesus cleared that up. When His followers wanted to call down fire on people who rejected them, Jesus was like, "You don't know what spirit you're from. I didn't come to destroy lives, but to save them." So, if I want to know what God's really like, I look at Jesus. He's the full picture. In Him, God's character is perfectly revealed. And check this. When you're trying to make decisions, when you're dealing with stress from school, pressure from friends, or just the temptation to fit in, the best way to be led by the Spirit isn't just to wait for a sign or a feeling. Start with what's written. The Bible isn't just an old rule book. It's a love letter, a playlist of God's thoughts towards you, and a manual for the kind of life that actually satisfies. And when you soak in that word, it lights up your path, like the world's best GPS. Psalm 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." So here's my invitation. The next time you're confused, overwhelmed, or just feeling lost, open up the written word. Ask God to speak to you through it. Let's take a second, wherever you are. Maybe close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just say, "God, help me see you in your word. Lead me, guide me." Remember, the world's full of noise, but the real voice that matters, it's the one that's been speaking since the beginning, and that voice is found in Jesus, the Word made flesh. You got this. Stay curious, stay connected, and let God's Spirit lead you one step at a time.